Dancy, first of all, congratulations. Great way to start the new year, but it really was a game of two halves, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Like I said, we knew it was going to be like that because I think they paid us the respect. They sat deep in the first half, so it was tough for us to break them down. But we know that if we keep moving the ball and we keep playing, eventually the gaps will appear. And I think you've seen that in the second half. The work that we did do in the first half sort of tired them out, and then, like you say, the gaps opened, and then you've got players like Alex Curran and James Berry who come into their own.
In terms of the selection, notable absences today included Brandon Lee, Mark Duffy. Can you provide a bit of an update on that?
Yeah, basically just nothing too sinister. Just basically the illness that's been going round. We all know that it's affected a lot of teams over this last week. So, and our squad had affected badly during the week. We had a number missing training and stuff like that. So we had to manage it. And Brandon wasn't 100% today, so we didn't want to risk him. But Grimmy's come in today and being unbelievable. He's up and down, and that's the sort of quality we have in the squad, that when times like this do happen, we can call on players who can step in and do just as good a job.
Despite the first half being frustrating in many ways, we did have a few chances, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yourself, Berry, and a few others. But what I want to ask is the penalty, or the penalty appeal at the end. Seems Stonewall for me.
Yeah.
You got a better view of it. What did you think?
Well, it looked like that to me. It looked like he'd handballed it to me, and Kenji was adamant that he'd handballed it off the line. So obviously we moaned at the ref as we're supposed to, but it wasn't to be. And sometimes you just got to get on with it. And like I said, we did. And come the second half, obviously we reaped our rewards.
To what extent was the timing of James Berry's first goal almost as important as the goal itself?
Yeah, I think, well, there's no better time for a goal. At any time you welcome a goal, and obviously it's come early on, and straight away you could see the change. Then they had to come out and play a little bit because they're behind. We knew that gaps would now appear, because if they were just going to sit back, then they were going to lose the game. So they've come out, and then he's got the first, and then from that the team's just opened up, and I think you've seen us start to play the sort of football that we've been used to the last couple of weeks.
There was no stopping that second strike either, was there?
No, it was unbelievable, wasn't it? Probably one of them up for goal this season. But we know he's got that in the locker, do you know what I mean? It doesn't surprise us, and we encourage him to have them sort of shots. I think you'd even seen Grimmy had a shot from about 30 yards, and I laughed, but I said to him, keep trying it, because if you don't shoot, you don't score. And as Berry showed, he's tried one that no one would have expected, because if that goes like wide, everyone probably would have been moaning, but it goes in.
You'd have been hammering him if that had gone 10 yards wide.
Yeah, I think he's sitting over there. He knows I never hammer him. I tell him to do that because I know he's got it in the locker. So that's one thing I'll never do, is when people do try things, I like people to express themselves in the right way. If these two other players waiting in better positions, then I'll have a moan. But he was the only one up there, and he's produced a bit of magic, so why not?
In terms of the game as a contest, was it over when the third one went in?
I think so. I think obviously they showed their intentions at the beginning of the game, first half, that they were going to sit back and try and catch us on the counter. So I think once we scored 3, it's pretty hard for them to just all of a sudden start playing football against a team the way we sort of play. So I think it was, but it's important still that we keep doing the right things, and that's what impressed me the most. We're in the 90th minute, and you've got Luke Murphy running round, harrying players, and then you've got Kenji and Trey closing down, and that's what we're about. We're about keep going till the final whistle, because they're the habits that we want to keep improving on.
You say about going to the final whistle. Bez is sat just behind, isn't he, with the match ball. Mm-hmm. How good was it to see him round off his hat-trick?
Yeah, thoroughly deserved. And I actually said to him today before the game, I said, you'll get a hat-trick today. He said his dad said that as well. So I'm not claiming to be Mr. Meg or nothing, but no, he fully deserved it. And what was more pleasing is that Nicky Maynard could have had a shot there. He's gone through, he could have shot, but he's seen Bez in a better position, knows he's on his hat-trick. And for me, that's what a team is about. Do you know what I mean? Seeing your teammates in a position to get their hat-trick, or in a better position to score a goal. And full credit to Nicky Maynard for picking him out, and full credit to Bez getting his hat-trick.
just one real negative today, and that was to see Lewis Fenton withdrawn early with what appeared to be a hamstring strain. Is there anything you can tell us in that regard?
No, it's nothing too bad, I don't think. I think Lou is one of the ones who's been out with the illness for the last, so he's been dehydrated for the last probably 3 or 4 days, suffered a little bit of cramp, so it's nothing too sinister, and hopefully he'll be ready to go again on Saturday.
You mentioned Saturday, massive game, top two go against each other, big local derby.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Like I say, we'll pay them the respect that they deserve. They're second in the league. We know it'll be a tough game. Just like every game we go into, we pay every team the same respect. But we're under no illusions. It's going to be a tough game, but we're confident at the same time. And I think all I can ask is that we go out and perform the way we have been doing the last 3 weeks, put the same amount of effort in, and then I think the results look after themselves. So it is a massive game and one that we're all looking forward to.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.